YouTube world, it's Johnny Mo. Get ready to go cut my own grass. I haven't cut my grass, so my grass needs knocked down a couple with. Just want to come to you, make this little quick video. I was sitting on YouTube last night. I was actually watching YouTube. I don't watch a lot of videos, but I did catch this particular video. And it was talking about how some YouTube stuff is BS. And as I watched the video, I started going over it, and I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, who decides who is successful? Who decides what success looks like? It's a subject I'm very passionate about because, you know, only you can decide what success looks like to you. You know, it's your choice. You know, is success because you have 10,000 subscribers? Is success because you make more money than me on paper? Is success, you know, how do you define success? Because in reality, success is basically this. Success is based upon your definition of it. Because in your eyes, if you're successful, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what someone else thinks. So I want to encourage you to be your own person, to decide what success looks like for you. What does success look like for you? You know, I'll never forget this story. I'm going to tell this story and get out here and cut my own grass. Just do a real quick video. So I'm standing in line at this bank, and I was standing behind one of the biggest landscapers in this area. You know, several trucks, vans, had everything. And, you know, you're thinking, like, when you're out there, you know, you're in a little Ford Ranger with a little pickup, you have a little mower sitting on the back, and you're kind of sitting there, you're thinking, like, wow, man, this guy's really got it together. So I'm standing in the back of the line, okay? I'm standing in the line. He's in front of me. He doesn't know that I overheard the conversation. I'm waiting for a teller to open up, and I hear him saying, like, how much money do I have in this account? Oh, it's like, you know, actually, sir, you're even overdrawn on your line of credit, too. We really can't give you any money until we clear this up. And as I went and did my banking, I walked out, I then began to realize that some stuff is just a dog and pony show. Some stuff is just silliness. Who you think really is successful isn't successful. I know another local company and businesses, I mean, their trucks are immaculate. Their vans are everywhere. They do another type of small business. You would think that they have so much money because they have nothing in the bank. They're overdrawn. You know, they just don't have anything. So guys, don't let anyone dictate to you who is successful and who is not. Most people who run their mouth honestly about how successful and you have to follow me because I know everything, I'm the man in charge, I am the lawn god, ask me anything because I know everything, and if I don't know everything, I've done everything because I am everything. I'm everywhere, so ask me everything. Generally, people who act like this, honestly, what they are is very insecure. They're so insecure that, you know, for you to even be around them, you have to feed their ego constantly. You have to ask them questions. I love dealing with these types of people because it's like when you run into someone, all you have to do is use Dale Carnegie on them and just be like, ask them a whole bunch of questions. They think they're so important and they don't care anything about your life. They don't care anything that you go through. They don't care about you at all. But you just keep feeding their ego. And you just get through the day and it's almost laughable. I do this sometimes to some of the people. You go to these home and garden shows, they come in and I've got 5 trucks. I've got 25 employees. We're spread out on multiple counties. Yeah. We're the man. I'm the man. I'm here now. Everything else can stop. And you just laugh and you walk up, you're like, hey, how you doing? He looks at you like, yeah, he's only got 2 trucks. He'll never make it. Yeah. You're just like, well, how did you get started? You know, like, what is your story? And I start telling your story, like, wow, you're really big stuff, man. I wish I could be like you someday. And it just feeds their ego. And to be around them, that's what you have to do. If you're stuck being around someone like that, just ask them a bunch of questions. Let it go in one ear, not the other. Because in life, it really does not matter. Because if you're stuck on yourself, if you're full of yourself, if you're that insecure, you know, your life is just miserable. When you're that insecure in life that you have to measure everything by everyone else's standards. You know, I watch all kinds of YouTube channels. I don't let anyone tell me anything about anybody. I watch all kinds of YouTube channels on lawn mowing. And, you know, I've been in this 19 years. It's never too late to learn something. It's never too late to learn new tricks. You know, how different people do different things is pretty neat. And obviously, being in the business and running 2 crews and down to solo now, I can tell where people were at just by looking at their equipment. But I don't think less of them. Because, honestly, this is the thing that I don't get. We get upset when people who are on welfare don't do anything. And we say, look at them over there. They don't do anything. They just collect a check. But yet, we knock each other in the YouTube community because we're out here hustling, making $1. Let me ask you something. Where in the world could I go and make $60,000 and with no education? You can't go anywhere to do that. But you can do that in a lawn care business being solo. Now, I'm not saying that's what I make, $60,000. You know, I'm not saying I make over 6 figures. Maybe I do, maybe I don't, you know. But honestly, guys, where are you going to go? I want to say to all my subscribers, everyone who's watching this video, I'm sweating because it's 96 degrees out today, and I'm in my garage. I got to cut my grass, but shut this off pretty soon. I applaud you guys. Out there hustling every day, working in the heat. Just because you don't have 5 crews, or you don't have 2 trucks, or you're a single guy, or you know, you're a company that in your area you're smaller, you only have 2 crews or something. Listen, you're working your butt off, and I'm proud of you. Johnny Mo says go at it. Make videos. Talk about what you're going through in life because it's important. People are watching that. You know, don't let anyone tell you that you're not important, or your videos are just entertainment, or whatever it is, because you are important. Because you're putting your life out there. You're sharing your life story, and we're learning from your life. There's a lot more to life than just mowing grass and cutting some grass. There's life events out there that are more important than anything. Let me tell you something. People you think that have money, just like I thought that guy had money, just think, we have this one restaurant in town. It's the busiest restaurant. They sell so many plates of food, but and I know I shouldn't know some of this stuff, but I know someone that might work at a bank who, you know, might be a teller, and she gets to see things. She might know some things, and she might say them out in public, and you might catch them or something, or he might say something. You know, you don't know, but you hear things like the one restaurant where they're always getting bank drafts because they can't keep enough money to. It's a dog and pony show, guys. So don't ever think that, you know, if you think like, oh, that company's really successful, sometimes they're not. Here's a prime example, and I'm going to get out of here. A few years ago, we had Lawn and Landscape did this. It was Lawn and Landscape Management. I don't think it was Turf, but one of them interviewed a company. It's really huge in our area, and you know, it's on the Ohio side. And here, you know, they did this big write-up, multi-million-dollar company. And they're huge. They go from like Youngstown all the way up to Cleveland, Cuyahoga Falls, and all that. They're huge. They're who you want to be like. Yeah, yeah. Like 3 weeks later, they were in the local newspaper filing for Chapter 7 because they can't make their bills. Is that successful? They have like 30 trucks on the road. Is that successful? I don't think so, guys. Don't let anyone ever tell you you're not successful. And that's right. I'm not afraid to come out around from the camera and put something out there and let you know, listen, you're successful if you say you're successful. If you have 30 accounts and you're paying all your bills, you have money in the bank, you have an emergency fund, you're a father or mother to your kids, you know, you're living the life that you wanted to live, you're successful. That's when you know. Don't let anyone on YouTube, in your local community, your church, your workplace ever tell you that you're not successful because you don't measure up to their measuring stick. Because I want to tell you something. The biggest measuring stick of all is my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I want to tell you something. None of us measure up to Him. We fall short. And just because you don't measure up to that person, don't worry about it. Be secure in who you are. I'm Johnny Mo. I'm a solo operator, sweating on this camera right now. And I'm absolutely fine with it. And I like to watch YouTube videos of solo guys to big company guys to small company guys. I watch them all. But I don't sit there and judge, is that success or is that success? Because our definition of success is different. And I'm happy because you're successful. And I'm also happy because I'm successful. Take what you can get from me. Take what you can get from those other guys. But implement it in your life. And you decide when you're successful. That's my time. You just been to church, bro. You didn't have to go to church. Didn't Johnny Mo give you a little church here on a Sunday afternoon? Let me get out here and cut that grass, man. I should film myself cutting grass, huh? Nah, it's too hot. I'll see you later.